Alright, right off the bat, we're going to start with some Carson notes. His first note is elves are hippies.
This is us taking you through the first 2 episodes of Amazon's Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. We are here to review this and watch it so that you don't have to.
The next one says, Galadriel says her boat without a sail will sail. And I think that's funny. It was young Galadriel before she got the stank eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
The young Galadriel's actress was a better actress than adult Galadriel. And she had one scene.
And then his next note is, these elves don't look like elves. The 2 trees look nice.
The 2 trees...
What were they?
Look nice. They're the 2 trees of Valinor that show light. And they were what showed light in the world before the sun in Tolkien's lore. And they were represented very well for the one expositional prologue scene that they were in.
Next note is, these swords look awful. Agreed.
Yes.
They looked terrible.
They look like Dark Souls boss weapons.
Next one is, Galadriel stacked all the helmets.
She stacked all the helmets.
Sauron is even spikier. The next one is, climbing a mountain with a dagger.
That's stupid. It's what Galadriel does.
I don't know.
It's a good way to break your dagger.
It's a good way to break your dagger, but it's special dagger. Galadriel's chainmail is in tatters. That's a funny word.
Yes. She has very poor quality chainmail.
The next one is, real chainmail doesn't blow like that.
Her chainmail's blowing in the wind. You can tell that it's obviously fabric or, not metal.
Then the next note is kind of funny. It just says, strong woman. Next note is, I think there's snow falling in a cave.
They were in a cave.
I don't know.
There was snow falling.
I kind of feel like there could be holes in the roof.
Well, they went through a thing, but then they clearly went into a cave because she broke the wall with her strong woman powers.
Understandable. The next note is funny. It's a walrus troll. Yes. I kind of thought he looked alright. Yeah, he was CG, but he looked okay. He looked about Hobbit era. Next one is, your torch is not a shield. Next one after that is, none of that fight was real.
Nope.
She has one face. She does have one face.
She does have one face. Yeah, you know how anyone who's watched Game of Thrones and you've seen Daenerys and how she had one facial expression for 3 minutes. Actually, better than Daenerys. Any of you who have seen Charlize Theron in a movie?
Title card 20 minutes in. It kind of just reminded me of the Invincible title card, which I knew you hated, but I loved it. Loved it every time.
It was obnoxious.
It was great. I can't say that, Carson.
You're right.
Keebler hobbits. Hobbits didn't exist. Fair.
They did not exist.
But these are Harfoots, Carson.
Oh yeah.
What is this willow bullshit? We have our allotted fat hobbit friend. Who was that?
It was the fat hobbit.
Was it Puppy?
Yes.
Why are hobbits gypsy cave people? I love this next one. Neil Patrick Elrond. We tried to not look like Peter Jackson. The next one is, it's a real line. Galadriel should be a proper lady, not a war leader. A mage at most.
Yes.
Okay. Galadriel is a demigod who should be respected.
Yes. She's treated as second fiddle to Elrond and Gil-galad, and frankly, she would be an equal to them. She would just not be a warrior.
Wonders beyond wandering.
That was a line, and it was a bad line. It was an awkward, bad line.
I didn't hear it.
There are wonders in this world beyond our wondering.
That accent is all over the place. Much potato. Who?
Michelle Obama Hobbit.
Oh, okay. You're still on that one.
Hoity-toity. Give it a back. Oh, I got you a wee little mashed potato.
Gil-galad looks like dough.
He's a very doughy elf.
That armor looks like it's from Shrek. The elves would not have had fireworks.
The elves would not have had fireworks.
Why?
Because Gandalf is the dude who brought fireworks to people.
The next one is all elves can go to the Undying Lands. Galadriel looks like she's always smelling a fart. Why does no one in the race of men wear anything colorful? Next one is black elf. Next one is ham-fisted racism. Treester egg. Then it says the Undying Lands don't work like that.
They don't.
Next one is hobo meteor. What do you mean by that?
A meteor with a hobo.
The intro isn't terrible. I thought it was very boring. That's the time to go take a pee. Next one is, this is probably Gandalf. If so, what? Next thing you wrote is, if he is Gandalf, he should be good looking.
Yes.
Next note is, the dwarf armor is cool. Why do these dwarf women not have beards? Agreed.
They should have beards.
Yeah. The next two or three is Gandalf, scream. Gandalf, caveman. Snails, apparently hobbits are French. Galadriel is saved by the trash people on their trash boat. I think that was a good little run of lines you put there. I think that's funny. That really does solidify what happened in the episode for about 10-15 minutes.
Yes, yes.
I like this next one. Ethnically diverse just means black, apparently.
It does. It does. It is funny. They did it with this. They did it with The Witcher.
Elrond is an ass. Black dwarf queen. Dwarf queen doesn't have beard. Slapstick Dwarves Part 2. The fat dwarf woman wears a dress, but not Galadriel. The dwarf queen has fat where she should have muscle. Galadriel's actress has some shapely thighs, and that's it. Galadriel was very tall. This actress is very short.
Very short.
Funny how that works. Arondir is surprisingly likable, even if his existence is an affront to the lore. The orc looks well done enough.
It wasn't a bad looking orc.
What a clumsy action scene.
It was a very clumsy action scene.
The ugly kid found the edgelord's sword. Is he about to put on the mask?
Yes. Yes, he's about to put on the mask.
Playing Dr. Mask and be like, I am the darkness.
This is the darkness.
There you go. Here's your phone back.
So as you can see, a whole lot of notes were taken. That was really just because I was being pedantic and autistic about it. The truth is that both these episodes were very boring. There's a whole lot of lore mistakes that I would know about, but that Adam wouldn't. That I could talk about. That there were a lot of them so far to me, because I'm not a huge Tolkien nerd. But so far, a lot of them are more nitpicks and more casting decisions. I'm sure y'all know what those are. And the truth is that there's not a lot to critique structurally so far, other than people move too quickly, and it's very, very boring.
Me not knowing a whole lot of lore. I know some. I know what Carson has told me, but not knowing a whole lot, because I've not read the books. I've just seen the P.D. Jackson movies. It is not very grabbing of a show. It was very boring. At first, Seth did watch the first episode with us. He did not stay for the second.
He clocked out.
That says a lot. It was very boring. The first episode was less boring to me than the second episode, only because of the exposition at the beginning of the episode telling me all sorts of stuff I ain't ever heard of before.
See, I found the second episode less boring because I think every scene moved faster, but an equal amount of nothing got done.
Trash.
Trash.
Out of trash. Right now. Tune in next-ish week